Welcome back. Roving reporter Neena is out on the streets asking people about the great outdoors and getting into the trees.
I'm Neena Savage, and this is Street Survey. Today we're here at Capilano Suspension Bridge in the trees talking to people about the beautiful nature BC has to offer.
Well, in 1889, a Scottish civil engineer called George Grant Mackay came all the way over from Scotland, and he brought land either side of the canyon. Now he realised, how am I going to get to the other side? Well, he had to build a suspension bridge. Back in the day, it was made out of hemp rope and wooden planks, and so kind of a little dodgy. But since then, we have fully reinforced it, and it has been standing to this very day.
In Australia, how often do you get out in nature?
I'm an ecologist, so I live and work in the landscape, and we live on a forest. So every moment of the day, pretty much, we're in biodiversity and in nature.
Here, what do you think makes BC, or specifically Vancouver's nature, like unique or special?
Well, I think, I've come from the United Kingdom, and so I've lived with rain all my life. So coming over to Vancouver, it hasn't changed too much, but that really is just the beauty of it. The trees in the park are Mother Nature's umbrella, and even on rainier, gloomier days like this one, it's such a beautiful, moody atmosphere.
We have suspension bridges in the UK, but not with rivers quite this big below them. They are this high, but we don't have trees like this and rivers like this.
The first thing is like the trees are really, really high here. So it's really amazing for me to see this.
It's really nice. We're enjoying so much. We took a lot of photos, and we are with a group of friends because we're an exchange program. We're from Brazil.
So we have the Douglas firs. We have some incredibly old Douglas firs, some that are 500 years old, we have one that's 800 years old, older than Shakespeare. We also have some red cedars, and so for the Pacific West Coast Indigenous people, they refer to the red cedars as the tree of life.
Do you think it's important for people to get outside and get into nature, and why is that so important?
Absolutely. We've lost our connection with nature. People rely on food coming out of supermarkets, and they don't think about the fact that they're seasonal food, don't appreciate air quality, don't appreciate fresh water. We've got to get everyone back into nature so that they understand and appreciate biodiversity. And it's a big stretch, but trying to manage our human population, because we just keep expanding and exploiting, and eventually we're going to end up with a really depauperate landscape, and it's very sad. So more people should get out and get connected with nature.
It's really beautiful also to see all these amazing trees and all the treetops. It's a pretty cool experience that I have never experienced before. So it's really good to be in the nature and smell to be here is really good, and it's really enjoying.
I think that we are reconnecting not only with us, because to have a moment to look at it, it's just really beautiful, but with each other. We were having so much fun taking a picture.
Yeah, and how do you think we can do that?
It's a big process, but starting in the schools is really important. Getting our kids to understand where their food comes from, the importance of looking after water quality, air quality, protecting forests and biodiversity. Get them while they're young.
What kind of tree do you think you would be?
A Christmas tree.
Oh.
I would be a Christmas tree, because it's that one thing that every now and then it makes people feel wonderful.
We are so lucky in British Columbia to have this right in our backyard. So if you can, get out of the hustle and bustle of the city, get some fresh air. This is Street Survey, and I'm Neena Savage.